Hello everyone and welcome to test number 4 review for pre-calc. We are going to be reviewing the skills that you're going to need to be successful on Monday in class for the test. This is not the take-home part of the test, just the in-class portion. We did review for the take-home part last Friday in lab. If you do have any additional questions, we are open for tutoring and some test review help tomorrow, Friday the 21st. From 8 o'clock in the morning till 1 o'clock in the afternoon in the regular lab classrooms. So I will be emailing you out details on that, but this is the review that you need for class time on Monday. So you're going to need to solve a system of equations, a 2x2 and a 3x3. You can use any method on this one. You will have to use Kramer's rule on one of the 2x2 systems. So looking at this problem, if I want to use elimination, for example, I'm going to multiply the first equation by 2 in order to eliminate my x component. So multiply this one by 2 gives me 4x plus 2y equal to 10. And adding that up, I get 8y is equal to 22, or y is equal to 11 over 4. 22 over 8 gives me 11 over 4. Plugging that in so I can solve for x. 2x plus 11 over 4 is equal to 5. Moving 11/4 over to the other side, 5 is really 20 over 4, so 2x is equal to 9 over 4, which means dividing by 2, x is equal to 9/8. So my ordered pair, xy, would be equal to 9/8 and 11/4. Solving a 3x3 system takes a little bit more work, so you will have to eliminate one variable twice in order to solve a 3x3 system. So looking at this 3x3 system, I have x plus y minus z is equal to -1. 4x minus 3y plus 2z is equal to 16, and 2x minus 2y minus 3z is equal to 5. Looking at this, the easiest one for me to eliminate is going to be the y component, because they are opposite signs and I have a coefficient of 1 on that first one. So if I multiply equation 1 by 3 and add it to equation 2, I can eliminate y. So I'm going to go through and multiply that by 3, and I get 3x plus 3y minus 3z is equal to -3, and I'm adding that to 4x minus 3y plus 2z equal to 16. So 7x minus z is equal to 13. That's my new equation 4. And I'm going to do a similar thing with equations number 1 and equation number 3 this time. So I need to multiply by 2. So looking at my new set, I have 2x plus 2y minus 2z is equal to -2. And my last equation, 2x minus 2y minus 3z is equal to 5. Adding these up, I get 4x minus 5z is equal to 3. And then I can solve these two equations together. So this is equation number 5. I'm just going to line it up so I can compare them. So 4x minus 5z is equal to 3. Now if I want to try elimination to work through these two, then I need to multiply this equation by -5. You're going to need a calculator on this test. You can probably do this arithmetic in your head, but you're going to need a calculator on this test. So say 7 times 5 gives me 35, and my new equation 4 is -35x plus 5z is equal to 13 times 5 gives me 65, so equal to -65. Adding those together, I end up with -31x. My z's eliminate, and I get -62. x is equal to 2. Now I can use any of equation 4 or 5 in order to solve for z. So using equation 5, 4 times 2 minus 5z is equal to 3. 8 minus 5z equals 3. So negative 5z is equal to negative 5. Gives me z is equal to 1. Lastly, I need y. So using equation 1, x plus y minus z is equal to negative 1. X is 2. Z is 1. So 2 and negative 1 gives me y plus 1 equals negative 1, so y is equal to negative 2. So xyz is equal to 2, negative 2, 1. Alright, so this is our systems of equations with 1 and 2, or with 2 and 3 variables. You also need to calculate some determinants, and either you'll have to calculate some straight determinants or you'll have to do something like solve for x. So if I'm solving for x here, then these vertical bars, remember, mean find the determinant. So I'm going to find the determinant of this. So 5 times 3, and it's always a minus sign in the middle, negative 2 times x is equal to 14. Alright, so simplifying a little bit, I get 15 minus negative gives me plus 2x is equal to 14. Subtracting 15 from both sides, 2x is equal to negative 1, x is equal to negative 1/2. So they're solving for x. Now moving on, I will have to find the determinant of a 3 by 3. So a 3 by 3 is a bigger matrix, and when we're setting up this 3 by 3 determinant, we always use a cofactor, so the number in the first either column or row, or you can pick a different column or row, and then multiply by the 2 by 2 that it has nothing in common with. So I'm eliminating these and these, and I have the 2 as a multiple. And for my 2 by 2 determinant, I end up with 4, 0, 4, and 1. Then minus in the middle, whatever is in this next place, eliminating that row and column leaves me 3 on the outside, multiplied by 4, negative 2, 4, and 1. And I have plus whatever's in the last place, and row and column not in common gives me this for my setup. Now for the rest, I'm just doing the 2 by 2 determinants. So here 4 times 1 minus 4 times 0, and minus 3, 4 times 1 minus negative 8. And minus 1 here, I'll just leave that off, 1. 4 times 0 minus negative 8. 2 times 4 minus 3. Inside here, 4 minus negative 8 gives me 4 plus 8 or 12. And minus, in here I have positive 8. So 8 minus 8 gives me 0, and I have negative 36 for my determinant. Alright, last one before I do a break. Solve the system using Kramer's rule. This is a 2 by 2 with Kramer's rule, so you need 2 by 2 matrices. If you use a different method, there'll be a 2-point penalty, but you'll still get some credit for the problem. Now, if I want to use Kramer's rule, remember that x is equal to dx over d, and y is equal to dy over d. D is the determinant of the 2 by 2. We're using just x and y, so d is equal to the determinant of 3, negative 2, 6, and 1. Multiplying, I get 3 minus negative 12. 3 plus 12 gives me 15. Now for dx and dy, we just switch out the what's on the other side of the equal sign with x or y. So dx, I'm putting 4 and 13 in where x was, leaving y alone, and I get 4 minus negative 26, or 30. Once you have dx and d, you can solve for x. So dx is 30, d is 15, gives us x equal to 2. For dy, I'm going to replace the y's this time. So 3 and 6 are my x's, and y are 4 and 13. Alright, multiplication gives me 39 minus 24 equals to 15. So I have for dy 15, d is 15, gives me y is equal to 1. So xy is 2, 1. Alright, I'm going to take a break and we will review some sequence and series when in the next video. I will see you shortly.